Hello everyone, welcome to next video, that is JavaScript. In this video we will talk about JavaScript. So first I'll tell you what are JavaScript variables. So variable is basically a name that is given to a memory like or a storage location. Whether you talk about a C variable, C++ language variable, Java variable, any variable, including JavaScript variable, every variable represents memory location. If I'm saying that int x, like in other languages, C and C++, Java, when we define the data type and the variable's name, let's say int x, so we are basically representing memory and we have assigned a name to that memory, that is x. Okay, now there are some rules in JS, there are some rules in JavaScript variable. The very first is that the name of the variable must start with A to Z in lowercase, A to Z in uppercase alphabet, underscore or dollar sign. So yes, so this is basically a rule of JavaScript variable and we need to keep this in mind. Next rule is that JavaScript variables are case sensitive, that is uppercase alphabet is different than lowercase alphabet. If I am writing variable x in uppercase and variable x in lowercase, then this means that I'm representing different memories. It's not represented as one memory but different memories because it is case sensitive. Now next is how to declare a variable in JavaScript. In previous video I told you that in JavaScript the code will always be written within the script tag, right? So here as well, whether you want to declare a variable, you want to define a function, you want to add two numbers, subtract two numbers, or you want to do anything, you want to design a business logic, anything, everything will be done in the script tag only. So this is the declaration part. This in JavaScript, if you are declaring a variable, then you need to mention it by using var, that stands for variable, this var. Now here var x means I am declaring a variable named as x and assigning a value that is 10 to it. Okay, like other languages, you don't need to define the data type, you just need to define that you are using a variable, that's it. In next line you can see that I have declared another variable, that is variable z. In that variable, what I'm doing, I'm actually storing the addition of variable x plus 1. So whatever the value is at location x will be added to this value, that is 1, and the sum of both the values will be stored in variable z, that is 11. And document.write is basically used to print anything on the screen, so we will get the output 11 because you can see that I have outputted the z variable. Now there are two types of variables in JavaScript. Okay, the first variable, local variables, another is global variables. Local variables are basically the ones which are declared inside a function or a block, and therefore they are accessible within the function or block only. Whereas talking about global variables, they are declared they are declared outside the function with window objects. So in global variables, basically either you can declare them outside the function or with the help of window objects. Okay, and they're accessible from any function. You can access global variables from in any function throughout the code because they are global, that means accessible to all, right? This is the example. In this I have in this I'll be telling you about the local and global variables as well, both. So you can see this is the global variable, okay, and this is your local variable. Now this variable, that is global variable, this is accessible to every function. I can access this variable throughout my code. Here I have mentioned a function named as message. Whenever you want to use a function, then you need to use function keyword only. See, in the case of variable, I told you that whenever you are declaring a variable, you need to write var. Okay, similarly with function, if you want to write a function, you have to use function keyword. Okay, message is the name of the function. This is your local variable, and here I'm adding the global and local variable. Okay, and this message, this is the calling. Here you are calling the function named as message, right? Now JavaScript data type. JavaScript data types, you don't need to you don't need to mention the data type, but we eventually use data type. For example, if I'm using 1, so that means it's integer, right? Okay, so there are two types of data types in JavaScript: primitive and non-primitive. In primitive we have string, that is like name, anything, Nidhi, Unacademy, all these are strings. Number 1 2 3, any. Boolean value means true or false. Undefined means when you don't want to define something, means I'll tell you about this further. But undefined basically means that when you don't want to define anything, when you want to empty a string or a variable. Null means nothing. Non-primitive, in this we have objects, arrays, regular expressions. Now first let's discuss about JavaScript numbers. Now numbers are always stored as double precision floating point numbers following the IEEE 754 standard. Okay, this format basically stores numbers in 64 bits, where the number is stored in the bits 0 to 51 and the exponent is stored in 52 to 62, and the sign is stored in the bit 63 only, right? And remember one thing, never write a number leading with 0. That is this. You should never write a number followed by a 0. This is completely wrong, incorrect. You can write in this way. If you want to write 7, then write 7 only, not 07. It's not correct way. Okay, now we have a type of function. Now this type of thing, whenever this type of function, it returns the type of the variable value that you have written. Like here if you use type of infinity sorry, then it is a number. Okay, if you use type of variable x equals to 2 by 0, it will return infinity. Variable x equals to 2 by 0, here will be minus 2 by 0. Okay, so it will return minus infinity. Infinity is the value JavaScript will return if you calculate a number outside the largest possible number. Okay, next, variable x equals to 2 divided by string n. This will return not a number, because what you are doing, you are dividing a number with a string, and that is not correct. So it will return not a number. Next, if you're dividing a number with a string that is containing a number, that consists of a number, then it will return number. Okay. Now JavaScript undefined. Undefined basically means variable without any value. If I have defined a variable person, and then I'm writing person equals to undefined, so this means I'm emptying the, I'm making that variable undefined. Now it is not there. Type of undefined is undefined only. Right. Next, JavaScript array. JavaScript array is basically an object. Okay, and it is created in the same way as that of object. Variable array. Okay, then this is how you will declare it, using using comma and double quotes. And this is your for loop. Array dot length. First is initialization, second is the condition, third is the increment or decrement. That's it. Yeah, there are two ways to declare an array. First is this one, second is this, where you are using new keyword using objects. String. Similarly, strings, there are two types to create a string. First is the string literal, where you will simply just define its value. Variable string, variable str is the name of the string and equals to nidhi, that is the value. Another is string object, that is created using new keyword. So this is all about this video. This was the last video about JavaScript. If you like this course, then don't forget to rate, review and share it, and follow me on Unacademy. Also, if you want me to post another course that is advanced web designing, then you can write it in the comment section and let me know, because if you guys are interested in web designing only, then I'll be posting an advanced web designing course. Thank you so much for watching this course, and don't forget to rate, review and share. Thank you.